Are we not tired of being imprisoned by our own government? Yes. Are you telling me that Nigeria cannot solve the problem of electricity in Nigeria? If Nigeria engaged in one project of giving the people a basic facility to use like electricity, do you think our Nigerians will be running to South Africa? Oh. There is xenophobia in Nigeria by Nigerians. That is why Nigerians are escaping away from this awful prison that we are living. We are not demanding that Nigerian government to free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Sowore! He has done nothing to be incarcerated. Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Nigeria! Free Nigeria! Free Nigeria! Free Nigeria! We want to go home and invest. We want to go back to our country and invest and build the country. But there is no security. There is no platform to start with. There is no platform to work on. We demand the Nigerian government to give us a platform to develop our own land. Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free the government! My struggle! My struggle! My struggle! Free the government! My struggle! Free the government! My struggle! My struggle! Oh, free the government! My struggle! My struggle! My struggle! I urge every Nigerian to fight for their rights! Yes! They are stylishly want to incarcerate our leader, YeleSowore, to put fear in us, to finally kill the dreams and vision of the people. Are we going to fold their hands and let them do that? Are we going to fold their hands and let them do that? Are we going to let them kill our prophets? Are we going to stand in silence while they incarcerate and kill our prophets? We not demand that the people of Nigeria should come and free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Every Nigeria, I urge you, wherever you are, come out and join this struggle of liberation, and join this struggle of independence, and join this struggle of freedom. Anywhere you are, you need to be part of this struggle. Right now, I urge all the labor leaders in Nigeria, all the activists, all the billionaires, the people, the inflation voices, all our celebrities. I urge you to come out to fight for this dream that they are about to give, to stand for the truth. There is no justice in Nigeria. There is no justice in Nigeria. Let's fight for the justice we want. Let's fight for the country we want. Let's fight against oppression. And we demand this morning that Sowore should be free. We demand this morning that we should free Sowore. Free Sowore. Free Sowore. Free the government. My struggle. Free the government. My struggle. My struggle. Free the government. Free the government. My struggle. Free the government. My struggle. My struggle. Free the government. Free the government. My struggle. Free the government. My struggle. My struggle. Free the government. Free the government. My struggle. Free the government. My struggle. My struggle. Free the government. Free the government. My struggle. Free the government. My struggle. My struggle. Free the government. Free the government. My struggle. Free the government. My struggle. My struggle. Free the government. Free the government. My struggle. Free the government. My struggle. My struggle.
reason why this problem has continued to persist is because the vast majority of us have refused to speak for the truth. The vast majority of us have refused to stand up for what is right. The vast majority of us have been lying dormant. The vast majority of us have been pretending that everything is okay. Nigeria is one of the largest producers of crude oil in the world. Nigeria is one country that has no refinery to refine its crude oil. Nigeria has generals, but they cannot defeat Boko Haram. Nigeria has police, but they cannot protect their citizens. Nigeria has DSS that cannot protect the citizens, but to arrest those that speak for the truth. YeleSowore has been detained for the past 45 days. The Nigerian government will not come out with anything to charge him to court. So this is why we need to stand up and speak for the truth. This is why we need to stand up and speak for justice. We cannot continue to pretend that everything is okay. Nigeria as it is now is in darkness. Nigeria as it is now is not working for anybody. Anyone that values the life of the citizen, any government that values the life of the citizen will not detain those that are fighting for the rights of the citizen. Any government that values the life of the citizen will not value the life of cow more than the life of the citizen. Brothers and sisters, we are calling on you wherever you are in the world, especially those of us in the diaspora. We are calling on you to come out and be counted. We are calling on you to come out and speak for the truth. We are calling on you to come out and speak against the tyranny we have in Nigeria today. We are calling on you to speak against this government that does not value the life of the citizens. Nigeria has become, in the past 4 years, Nigeria has become the poverty capital of the world. Nigeria is the only country where you have 15 million children out of school. Nigeria is the only country where we have the highest paid senators and the highest paid presidents in the world, but we cannot afford to pay our workers $100 a month. Nigeria is the country where we have more than half of the population living below $2 a day. Brothers and sisters, it is time for us to ask ourselves, is this the Nigerian Is it the Nigerian that we are proud of? We are not proud of this Nigeria that we have today. You have to stand up and be counted. You have to stand up and speak for the truth. You have to stand up and demand for the release of
Yeah, why they call it?
I see you. I saw you. And we say we have government. We have government that cannot even provide security, the basic things that any government do. Government that cannot even provide it for the citizens. And we are still pretending that everything is okay. We are calling on every Nigerian, wherever you are today, every Nigerian that has any sense of place, every Nigerian that wants to see a better Nigeria, this is the time for you to stand up. This is the time for you to stand up for the truth. Stop being pretending. We are calling on every trade union. We are calling on the traditional rulers. We are calling on the religious leaders. We are calling on the Senate president. This is the time for you to stand up. You have a duty to the people. You have a forever position you have. This is the time for you to stand up. Use your position to bring justice. Use your position to bring equity. Use your position to hold government accountable. That is what Sowore stands for. Sowore is demanding the basic rights of citizens of Nigeria. Sowore is demanding the basic things that every government needs to provide in the world. Sowore is demanding the basic security for the citizens of Nigeria. That is why we are here today to demand that Sowore must be released. To demand that Sowore must be released. To demand that Sowore must be released unconditionally. Enough is enough of being on the fence. Enough is enough of what we pretending. Enough is enough of we continue to live in darkness. Nigeria as a country generates less than 5,000 megawatts of electricity to feed 200 million people. So if you want that, that's not even enough for every individual to light a light bulb. And we say we want progress. Every country in darkness cannot progress. That's why we are calling on the Nigerian government. This is what Sowore demands from the Nigerian government, to provide the basic things, to provide education, to provide medical care, to provide good roads, to provide security for citizens. These are basic things, these are basic roads for the government. So if the government is not doing it, it's time for you to stand up and hold your government accountable. It is time for you to stand up and hold Buhari and the Fulani gang accountable. It is time for us to stop pretending. It is time for us to put our tribal sentiment aside. It is time for us to put our religious sentiment aside. Let me explain something to us now. When these cabals are looting Nigeria, they don't have religion. When these cabals are looting Nigeria, they don't have ethnicity. Oshimbaja is a Yoruba man. A pastor. Oshomola is a doorman. They don't talk about it, but when they want to defend me and you, they bring religion, they bring ethnicity. So Nigerians, it is time for us to wake up. Enough is enough of this darkness. Enough is enough of this failure. We've been having this failure for the past 59 years. We cannot continue this way now. The way Nigeria is being run now is not sustainable. That is why we are here today to demand for the freedom of Sowore. Because Sowore stands for truth. Sowore stands for equity. Sowore stands for equality. That is why we are here. We're demanding for the release of Sowore. We're demanding for the release of every citizen that has been killed illegally. Nigeria, wherever you are, Nigeria, especially Nigerians in the diaspora, you should come out and speak for yourself. We demanded from this government to give Nigeria in diaspora the right to vote. They refuse. We demanded from this government to give Nigeria in the diaspora the right to participate in the governance of this country. They refuse. So let us know today, the Nigeria in diaspora contributes more than what crude oil contributes to Nigeria economy. So this government does not see it fit to give the Nigerians in diaspora the right to vote. We've been going on about this now for the past 4 years. But Sowore is coming up to speak for the truth. Sowore is coming up to speak for the side of justice. But what the government is doing is to detain Sowore. We have DSS that cannot provide security. We have DSS that cannot fight Boko Haram. We have DSS that cannot fight Fulani SP. All they can do is to arrest innocent citizens and speaking for the rights of Nigeria. Wherever you are today, we are calling on you. We are calling on you to stand up. We are calling on you to put your gender sentiment aside. We are calling on you to put your religious sentiment aside. This is the time to speak the truth. This is the time to stand for justice. This is the time to demand for your rights. We are calling on you to demand for your rights. Enough of the failure of government. If this is not the Nigeria you want to see, you have to stand up. If you are not proud of the Nigeria you have today, you have to stand up. If you are angry with the situation in Nigeria, you have to stand up. If you know that your life and the life of your relative in Nigeria is at risk on a daily basis, you have to stand up. If you feel that Nigeria is failing you, you have to stand up. We can no longer pretend. We can no longer be on the fence. Either you are for the solution or you are for the problem. That is why we are calling on you today. Every religious leaders, traditional rulers, everyone, every celebrity, we are calling on you. This is the time for you to speak for your people. This is the time for you to stand up for justice. We are demanding that Sowore must be released unconditionally. We are demanding that every political prisoner that has been detained illegally should be released unconditionally. That is why we are here to demand for our rights. That is why we are here to demand for the freedom of Nigeria. That is why we are here to demand that the government should be accountable to the people. That is why we are here that the government should provide the ability to provide for the people. We cannot continue to be the country when we cannot continue to be the country when the type of house values are less than human beings. When the type of house is more valuable than the life of children. We have 50 million children out of school. We have senators who are the highest paid in the world, but we cannot pay our workers. We have governors who collect $500,000 every month as security vote, but they cannot provide security for the citizens. Nigerians, it is time for us to wake up. As I said to us earlier on, it is not the few that manipulate us, it is the majority of us who refuse to speak. It is the majority of us who refuse to speak. Because we've been quiet for so long, that is why this shambles have been going on for so long. We are standing here today to demand an end to bad governance. We are standing here today to demand an end to oppression. We are standing here today to demand an end to injustice. We are standing here today to demand the release of YeleSowore. Because YeleSowore stands for justice. YeleSowore stands for truth. And any country that detains anyone that stands for truth, then that country is defending the truth. And such country will never prosper. Such country will never move forward. Where Nigerians are not being killed, Nigerians are being expelled. Where Nigerians are not being expelled, Nigerians are being imprisoned everywhere in the world. Whenever you go with Nigerian passport in the world, there is a stigma attached to us. Whenever we go with the Nigerian passport, you are a potential fraudster. This is due to failure of governance. This is due to failure of me and you not demanding for what is right. This is due to failure of me and you not holding our government accountable. That is why we said today enough is enough. We have to demand wherever you are. If you call yourself a true Nigerian, if you want to see a better Nigeria, if you want to see a Nigeria that works for everybody, if you want to see a Nigeria where the government is accountable to you, let me explain something to us. For the fact that they are in position of government does not mean they own the country. You have every right just like them. Every Nigerian citizen has every right. Read it in the Constitution. This is not the time for you to give a black card. This is not the time for you to think it's not you. If it's not you today, it will be you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So that is why we are calling on you now, that whatever affects one, affects all. Whatever affects Sowore, affects us. We are not going to sit back and watch this government incarcerate innocent citizens for no reason. He's been incarcerated now for 45 days, but still they cannot provide any evidence to charge him to court. We are calling on you wherever you are. If you still have any iota of shame, if you still have any iota of pride in you as a Nigerian, it's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to stand up for truth. It's time for you to stand up for the truth. It's time for you to demand what is right from your government. Those of you that still take this government official, Nigerian government official, as your hero, as yourself the question, why are they not sending their children to the same school you send your children? Why are they not going without salary for months? Why are they not using the same hospital you use? Why are they not traveling on the same road to travel on? Why are they using bulletproof cars to move around the streets? Why are they going with police convoy to move around the streets? And whereas your life is at risk on a daily basis, you have no basic human rights, you have no electricity, you have no water, you have no school to send your children. There is no hope for your children that need school. There is no hope for your children that can go to school. And these same people send their children to school abroad. These same people go to medical care abroad. It is time for us to start demanding that they stay in the Nigeria that they make. It is time for us to tell all the government officials of Nigeria to stay in the country that they make. Whatever the other citizen is going to in that country, it's time we demand that they should go through it, so that they know what the other citizens have been. If you still want to see a better Nigeria, this is the time for you to stand up. That is why we are here today, demanding for the release of YeleSowore. What we are saying is that FeeSoworeNOW, 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 FeeSoworeNOW. Freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, by struggle, freedom come. Nigeria shine yo, ebi pa wọn ìlú. Nigeria shine. We want to send a message to the Nigerian federal government. We want the Nigerian government to free YeleSowore and every other political activist who have been wrongfully incarcerated. Is it a crime to ask the Nigerian federal government to do what they have been elected to vote for? To do what they have been voted to power to do for the people. Don't forget the Nigerian federal government, they are the civil servants. They are there to serve the people. And that's why we are asking for good governance, for good roads, for electricity, for good schools, so that our future generation can have a say in the leading of Nigeria, so that our future generation can have a life, so that they can enjoy all the basic amenities like the other countries have. That's why we are asking the federal government to free everybody that is speaking on behalf of the people. They want freedom. We want freedom in Nigeria. Can Nigerian government say
The South Africa was just brutalizing us. The xenophobia in South Africa was deleting on killing our people because the Nigerian government couldn't even make a statement. And now they're sending delegates to go and visit Buhari. Buhari that went on saw them killing Nigerians and never even issued any statement. And now he's receiving people. What about the people that have died? What about the people that have lost their properties? What about the people that have lost their businesses? Is that or is they going to compensate them? It's just because the federal government don't have regards for the Nigerian citizens who voted them to power. We are saying the Nigerian government, we are telling the Nigerian government to free up all YeleSowore now and free any other political prisoners that have been held in captivity.
Freedom come, my struggle, my struggle. Freedom come, freedom come, my struggle. Freedom come, my struggle, my struggle. Freedom come, freedom come, my struggle. Freedom come, my struggle, my struggle. Freedom come, freedom come, my struggle. Freedom come, my struggle, my struggle. Freedom come, freedom come, my struggle. Freedom come, my struggle, my struggle. Freedom come. Fellow Nigerians, we are calling on you. We are calling on you to stand up for what is right. We are calling on you to demand your government to give you basic things. We are calling on you to demand your government to give you basic things. We are calling for your government to give your children basic education. To give your education, to give us good roads, to give us medical care, to be accountable to its citizens. We are calling for a government that upholds the rights of its citizens. We are calling for a government that recognizes that every Nigerian is a stakeholder in Nigeria. We are calling for a government that recognizes the equal rights of every Nigerian. We are calling for a government that is not detaining those that speak the truth. We are calling for a government that does not value the life of cowards.
Who is this? I'm just watching you. Look, I'm talking to my babe. I'm talking to my babe.
Value of educating is youth. We are calling for a government that will not allow
I'm talking to my babe.
We are calling for a government that will not detain Sowore because
I've been Nigerian.
that government has supposed
I've
to
been
do.
Nigerian.
We are calling for a government
Sowore is our guy. Sit down. Let me finish what I did.
You want to see a better Nigeria, stand up for your rights. You want to see a better Nigeria, stand up for your rights. Stand up for justice. Stand up for the truth. Stop complaining. Stop being on the fence. Stop being part of the problem. You are not part of the problem.
That's our problem. If you be so drop this thing, do what you are doing.
See what you they tell me just now. He gets my permission.
Lives of individuals, stand up for your rights. We are calling on traditional rights. We are calling on the religious leaders. We are calling on every trade union in Nigeria. This is time for you people to unite. Time for you people to unite. Poverty don't know insecurity. Poverty don't know injustice. You have to stand up and be counted. Either you are for the solution or you are for the problem. You can no longer be on the fence. You can no longer accommodate a government that cannot provide the basic things for you. We cannot continue to accommodate a government that is ready to go to abroad for medical treatment and they are not ready to provide medical treatment for the citizens. We are tired of having a government that are ready to send their children to school abroad and the people out Nigeria have no basic education. We are tired of having a government who have an army that cannot provide security for its citizens. We are tired of a government that accommodates its police in every part of the world. We are tired of a government that accommodates police.
Who allows us to kill his own citizens.
We are tired of Ruga. We are tired of kidnapping. We are tired of Fulani herdsmen. We are tired of the killing. We are tired of the injustice. We are tired of the oppression. We are tired of government that is not accountable to people. That's why we are calling on every Nigerian today. Those of you that still want to keep a better Nigeria. Those of you that stand for justice. Those of you that stand for equality. Those of you that demand that the government should be accountable in this struggle. Nigeria as it is now is a failed state. Nigeria as it is now is not moving forward. Nigeria as it is now is not working for anybody. Except you are part of this failure. Except you are part of this failure. So you are not part of this failure, come out and be active. We are calling on every one of you. Wherever you are in the world, we are calling on everyone that believe in justice. We are calling on everyone that believe in equality.
Freedom come, freedom come by struggle. Freedom come by struggle. Freedom come. We are calling for loyalty. Freedom come by struggle. Freedom come. We've had enough of insecurity. Freedom come by struggle. Nigerian government, enough is enough. The Nigerians are tired of the collapse. The Nigerians are tired of oppression. The Nigerians are tired of austerity. The Nigerians are tired of corruption. The Nigerians are tired of bad governance. You can't expect us to sit aside and watch while you detain our oppressor, our leaders. Even the people that are speaking truth to power. If we saying enough is enough, we voted you into power to protect the people. Nigerians are being slaughtered. Nigerians are being killed in South Africa. Nigerians are being killed. What is happening in Nigeria is even worse than xenophobia. We have injustice. We have more than xenophobia in Nigeria. Happening in Nigeria. When we're condemning South Africa, when worse things are happening in Nigeria, and the government is quiet. When has it become a crime to ask for good governance? When have they become a crime to ask the federal government to do what they were elected to do? In their election manifesto, they said they will provide jobs, but they don't provide jobs. There's no electricity, there's no good roads, there's no highways, there's nothing working in Nigeria. You know, it's just that in the midst of plenty, just a few are getting this money from Nigeria, and the few are enjoying the general, the wealth of the masses. Where they leave the other people, the ordinary Nigerians to suffer. You know, we are saying enough is enough. Our pensioners are dying without no wages. Our students don't have schools. Our mothers don't have work. Our dads don't have work. There's no business. We are saying enough is enough. The insecurity is too much. The Nigerian government will dialogue with Boko Haram, will dialogue with terrorists, and they will detain some activists who are speaking truth to power, who are asking them to just do what they were elected in position to do. We are saying enough is enough. Free YeleSowore now. Free YeleSowore now. Freedom come,
DSS should go to some visa forums.
Come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle. Freedom come, by struggle.
We are more YeleSowore now, Nigerian government.
Now.
Now.
Okay, no problem.
Not to incarcerate unjustly. We elected you to power to give us our basic amenities. That's why we are. Shame on the
Nigerian government, we are calling on you. We are Nigerians. We have equal rights just like you. We have enough of oppression. We have enough of injustice. We have enough of insecurity. We have enough of not providing the basic duties of governance. We have enough of failed governance. And we are calling on every Nigerian. If you still see yourself as a proud Nigerian, if you still see yourself as a person who wants to see a Nigerian that you are proud of, this is the time to stand for you. This is the time to stand for justice. This is the time to stand up for what is right. This is why we are here to demand the release of YeleSowore. This is why we are here to demand the release of every unjust detained freedom fighters. This is why we are here to demand accountability from the Nigerian government. Nigeria is one of the largest producers of crude oil. Nigeria has no refinery. Nigeria cannot even feed himself. We have the highest paid senators in the world, but we cannot pay our workers $100 a day. As we are speaking now, Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. We have more than 100 million people living on $100 a day. What they say will it be for a country that has been producing crude oil for the past 50 years? What a shame will it be for a
21st century and the 21st century, Nigeria cannot provide the basic amenity. They cannot even provide electricity for their citizens. A big shame on Nigeria. A big shame. Nigeria is in darkness in this 21st century. They cannot provide just electricity, just clean water for the citizens of Nigeria.
And a lot of oppression. That is why we are here today to call on every Nigerian. To call on every Nigerian. If you are a proud Nigerian, if you want to see a Nigeria where there is justice, if you want to see a Nigeria where there is equality, if you want to see a Nigeria where there is awards for everyone, we are calling on you to stand up and be counted. We are calling on you to stand for the truth. Because every country that refuses to stand for the truth will continue to be in darkness. We are tired of being in darkness. We are tired of being the laughing stock of the world. We are scared of what the government is doing to Nigeria. That's why we are demanding the release of. That's why we are saying today, free Sowore, free Sowore.
Ah, we are saying, free Sowore. Ah, we are saying, freedom come by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. Freedom come by struggle. By struggle, by struggle, freedom come. Freedom come by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. Freedom come by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. All we are saying, freedom. No, listen, not video also. Not try. Not video. Sense. Hold it. Freedom come by struggle. Freedom come by struggle. By struggle. Freedom come. Let's go. No, we want to be we are calling on every yeah, all of them will disturb all of you.
Anywhere. Yes. Anywhere. This is not Nigeria. This is not Nigeria that you will be. Yes.
Ebi pa wọn ìlú, ṣe democracy. Fellow Nigerians, we are calling on you once again.
Yes.
This is not going to be the last time you're going to see us. We're going to continue in this struggle until we see the Nigeria of our dream.
Yes.
Until we have a government that is accountable to the people.
Yes.
Until we have a government that values the life of its citizens. Until we have a government that is not ready to detain those that speak for the truth. Until we have a government that provides security for its citizens. Until we have a government that doesn't abandon 15 million children out of school. Until we have a government that provides medical care. Until we have a government that upholds the rights of its citizens. Until we have a government that will not detain the lives of Sowore. Until we have a government that will not hold the rights of Sowore in isolation. Until we have a government that will uphold the rule of law. Until we have a government that is accountable to the Nigerian people.
Yes.
We elected you there to represent us. We did not elect you to oppress us. You are no more than a Nigerian than us. We all have equal stake in Nigeria. That is why we are demanding for justice. We are demanding for equity. We are demanding for equal rights. We are demanding for accountability. We are demanding for a government that will not continue to loot the country to dry. We are demanding for a government that will not leave the country in darkness. We are demanding for a government that will not leave the medical situation in the country in shambles and go to abroad for treatment. We are demanding for a government that will not leave the educational system in shambles and send their children to school abroad. We are demanding for a government that will provide good roads. We are demanding for a government that will provide electricity. We are demanding a government that will provide safety, infrastructure for its citizens. We are demanding for a government that will make Nigeria to be respected outside of the Nigerian border. As we are today, Nigeria is the laughing stock of the world. So we are tired of being in this situation. We are afraid of what the government is doing to Nigeria. That is why we are demanding.
Free Sowore! Free Sowore! Free Sowore!
Free Sowore now! Free Sowore
now! 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 Thank you. This is a protest. This is a civilized country. In Nigeria today, if you do this, Buhari will lock you up. That's what we feel to Sowore. You know him. Yes. You know him. Sahara reporters. He's the father of Sahara reporters. Yes.
That's what we're asking them to do. And that's why we are here. It's a peaceful protest. We are not here to fight. And we are here to demand for what is right. We want the leaders, the Nigerian leaders, to give to the people when they were elected.
You can see now.
Bro, take.
Freeze!
campaign. Go join the campaign.
You know, say, I don't feel shout. But it's good that
Why is he not joining? They're not letting him go. Nigeria is a hopeful prison. Sir, what they're doing to Nigerians, you can't even take it. If they try in this country, there's a massive violence. The people are just marginalizing the people. You know, they're killing Nigerians. All Nigerians are escaping out of Nigeria. Yeah? Tell me why we cannot stay in the country. Why can Nigerians stay in their own country? Because it's not good. Because there's no justice, there's no judicial system, nothing. No even clean water, no hospital. Because you know what they do? They take the taxpayer money, come to UK, to free themselves. House of Parliament. Whatever they put pressure, they not free themselves to me. Put pressure on them. You know what I mean? The right thing.
freedom come back. Hey, free Sowore. All we are saying, free Sowore. All we are saying, free Sowore.
The lady there needs to come off the top of the steps because like, there are people coming. Ideally, if you were to move out the other side of the road, that would probably help.
We are calling on you. We are calling on your government. Free Sowore unconditionally. Free every other political activist that have been detained unjustly. Provide electricity for the citizens of Nigeria. Provide security for the citizens of Nigeria. Provide medical care. Provide school for our children. Provide good roads. We had enough of failure. We had enough of violence. We cannot continue to accommodate this anymore. We cannot continue to
Stay here, we don't block. We can stay here, we don't block.
We are demanding that the government should be accountable to the Nigerian people. We are demanding that the government should be accountable to the citizens of Nigeria. We are demanding that the government provide security for Nigeria. We are demanding for equal rights. We are for living wage.
It's not even Nigeria. And it's working in Nigeria.
We are demanding for accountability. Buhari release Sowore. Free 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 Sowore.
You see, this where freedom of speech is allowed. You see, the police came, ask us questions, and did what they have to do, and they are gone. If that's Nigeria, they will be brutalizing the protesters by now.
Free Sowore. Free Sowore.
Now.
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 Free Sowore.
Now. Now. Freedom come by struggle, 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 Freedom come. Say Nigeria shall lead. Say Nigeria shall lead. Say Nigeria shall lead. They shot their door. We are going to the front. Let's go to the front. They shot this one. Let's go to the front. Freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle. You never say anything. We are going to resist you guys. Freedom come by struggle, They will feel it here. Now they will feel among. You know they are anything. You know they are. Now what's it? Okay, no.
Give me this thing out. Yeah, okay, 5 minutes. Yeah, you can tell them now. Tell everybody. So I already got it. Free Sowore. Free Sowore. Now. 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 Free Sowore. Fellow Nigerians, we've had our protest very successful today, and like we said, this is not going to be the last of the struggle. We're going to continue until our demands are met. We're going to continue until YeleSowore is released. So watch out on www.YeleSowore, #free YeleSowore. We're going to be sending out messages. We're going to be giving out information on when the next protest is going to be. So we want to carry on this momentum. We don't want to stop until our demands are met. We don't want to stop until the Nigerian government release every political detainee. Until the Nigerian government release Sowore. Because Sowore is being detained unjustly. Sowore has not done anything wrong. We have the Yeti Allah. The government have not arrested them. We have Fulani Heston killing on a daily basis.
Boko Haram
have not arrested. So for this reason, we are calling on every Nigerian. Every Nigerian
that still have a sense of pride.
Yes.
Every Nigerian that wants to see a better Nigeria.
Yes.
Every Nigerian that is ashamed of the Nigeria that we have today. We are calling on you.
Yes.
This is the time to stand up.
Stand up.
Enough is enough of pretending.
Yes.
If it's not you today, it could be you tomorrow.
Yes.
It could be your brother.
Yes.
It could be your child.
Yes.
It could be your daughter.
Yes.
It could be anyone in your family.
Yes.
We are calling on you today. It's time for you to stand up.
Yes.
Stand up for what is right.
Yes.
We are calling on our religious leaders. We are calling on our celebrities. We
Wake
are
up.
calling on everyone
Wake
that
up.
want to see a better Nigeria.
Yes.
We are calling on everyone that want to see justice prevail.
Yes.
We are calling on everyone that want to see a government that is accountable to people.
Yes.
We are calling on everyone to stand up against a government that is not ready to listen to the yearnings of the people.
Rather, let's blame
We
government.
are calling on Nigerians to stand up against a government that wants to use guns and intimidation to keep the citizens quiet. We are calling on the Nigerians to stand up against a government that is locking up those that are speaking the truth.
Oppressors.
Locking up those that are demanding that the government should be accountable.
Oppressors.
Nigerian senators, Nigerian government officials are the highest paid in the world.
Yes.
But as we speak now, Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world.
Yes.
We have 100 million people who are living below $2 a day.
Very right.
We have more than 15 million children who cannot go to school. That's why we are calling on every Nigerian that still want to see a better Nigeria. Because the Nigeria we have now is a failure. The Nigeria we have now without working for anybody. It is no longer news that we are being killed everywhere. Where we are not being killed, we are being deported.
Yes.
Where we are not being deported, we are being disrespected.
Yes.
We become a laughing stock of the world.
Yes.
So if you know you are not happy with the Nigeria we have today, it is time for you to stand up. Stand up. It's time for you to stand up for what is right. Stand up. It's time for you to stand up against darkness. Stand up. What we have in Nigeria today is total darkness.
Spiritual
We have
and mental.
social darkness. We have economic darkness.
Darkness.
We have political darkness.
Darkness.
If we do right to these things, we are not going to move forward. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Let's stop pretending about it. Like we said in various of our protests, if less than 10,000 people are able to manipulate 200 million, then the problem is not the 10,000, it is the 200 million people. We are calling on you today, stand up for your
Right.
no government.
Now be tomorrow. Free Sowore.
Today. Not be tomorrow.
Free
Today. Not be tomorrow. Free today.
Free him. Free Sowore now.
Nigerian citizens, you are the ones who need wardrobe allowance, not your senators.
Buhari, I belong to nobody. I belong to nowhere.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Free him. Confused government. My brother. Oh,